Bitcoin is gearing up for a massive move here back to the upside with a potential bounce here over the weekend, and we have to find out, is this a solid move or just a scam pump to the upside? And if you want to find out what I'm talking about, then you should definitely stick around here. Make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, smash up the like button, and also activate the bell that you will never miss out on these important updates. And now let's get right into it. And before I jump into the charts, I want to make you aware of that my trading and training program and mentorship program is right now heavily discounted, and you should definitely take advantage of that to be prepared for the upcoming bull run so that you actually know what you are doing. So the video course is now only $300. Then the assisted version where you trade with the help of my team and learn with the help of my team is $1,000. And if you want help directly from me personally, then it's $5,000. And you only pay that once. It's not like monthly, yearly, something like that. You only pay it once and it's yours. So you definitely should take advantage of that, because I don't know how long I'm gonna run this discount. And now let's jump into the charts here. So here on this 4-hourly chart, we can clearly see that Bitcoin over the last couple of days has lost this upward sloping trend line here and moved then from here to the downside, and we got supported from $26,500 roughly and tested that level twice. And since yesterday we are technically here in a small, I don't want to call it uptrend, but we are in a movement to the upside. But for now, got rejected here at roughly $26,970. And I had a look earlier and I want to show you why we got rejected from that level. That doesn't mean that we're going to stop there to move higher. It's just that there is a reason why we actually got stopped there. And the reason is the golden ratio on the Fibonacci retracement levels. So you see here at $26,990 is the top of the golden pocket, and we almost went all the way up. Actually, maybe we went up there. I did not 100% accurately. Yeah, so there you see it. Now it's 100% accurate. So we actually went there almost to the dollar, to the top of the golden pocket, and got rejected from there. I can imagine to see a little bit more sideways action before we break the golden ratio, then here to the upside and continue in direction of $27,000, $28,000 over the weekend. But I would be cautious once we are getting back up here to that former supporting upward sloping trend line, because now it will be definitely resistance, and that resistance is around again $27,600, which was in the past already a key level to hold for the bulls, which they, after a couple of days, obviously failed to hold as a supporting level. So that will be now again resistance to the upside once we are coming up to test this level. And I would also again expect a rejection from that back to like 27,200. Just to confirm that we flip that level back into support when we get there. And from there, I would expect a continuation to the upside. When we are having a look here on the liquidation levels, also here you can clearly see that Bitcoin is gearing up for a big move. And the big move is coming once we are breaking this downward sloping resistance line here. Remember, guys, I told you that I'm watching this line really closely, especially that by tomorrow, we're gonna have a decisive move if we basically get rejected from there further to the downside and liquidate all these longs that are sitting down here with their liquidation levels, or if we see a break here and go to the upside and grab all the liquidity that is sitting up all the way up here right now, or a third scenario where we chop sideways out of that range and have to wait for a decisive move, because we will be then kind of no man's land. It could go up, it could go down, nobody knows. So I know a lot of people are watching this downward sloping trend line to get direction over the weekend where we will be actually heading. And you should also not forget, normally Fridays we get a fake move really close to the US market closing on a Friday. So be prepared for that. It can also happen a couple hours earlier, and sometimes it actually happens already in our morning. So it could have been that here this whole move here that we saw here, this whole bounce was already the fake move for Friday going into the weekend. And then over the weekend, we just see sideways chop. And then when on Monday the markets open again, we're going to get the real move then in one of either direction. Here on the 12-hourly chart, you can also clearly see that it's highly likely that we see further continuation here to the upside based on the indicators. The stochastic RSI is pointing to the upside. The RSI is neutral, and the MACD wants to turn around to be bullish here again with fading selling pressure on the MACD histogram. So if that continues, then also here it is highly likely that we have a retest of that former support zone that we had up here. Actually, I have to rename that now because it's not support anymore. It's now resistance. And here you see again in confluence with higher time frames that the 4-hourly chart has a target of $27,600 approximately. So here that resistance zone goes to all the way up $27,400, and a spike would potentially bring us then to $27,600, which most likely will occur if we get into that resistance. Normally, you know how it is, we overshoot targets all the time in the crypto market. So I would not be surprised if we kind of get up here, get into that resistance, get a fake spike to the upside, come back down into that resistance, either go sideways or go a little bit out of that resistance level again, come back, and then basically continue to go here to the upside. Also here, this is supporting trend line is now a resistance. Here on the daily chart, you see that what I was preaching to you guys for a couple of days now, which I did not want to see to be happening, is happening. And that is that the price action is now under the EMA ribbon. The EMA ribbon will be flipping today or tomorrow back into a downtrend if there's no movement back above the ribbon, which would be around $27,200. Technically, it can happen, but I would not bet my life on it that it's going to happen here over the weekend to get, like almost a $1,000 move to be in the clear. I don't really see that happening over the weekend. So also here, we have to be cautious what's happening on the daily chart, especially while we are sitting under also here a key support area of $26,922. But the day is, of course, not over yet. So it's still possible that we are going to reclaim that specific level here. So how would I trade this? If we reclaim that level today, I would open a long position to potentially $27,700, $600. It's like an $800 move, 3%, 20x leverage, 70% profit. If we are staying underneath it, then I would definitely target here, once again, like yesterday, kind of like that level, $25,600, a $1,200 move to the downside. That would be my shorting target. And guys, don't forget, if you want to long or short, do this on BYBIT. If you sign up there, you still get $30,000 with my specific link here, or on BitGet, there you get also, I think, $20,000 if you use my specific link here in the description and in the pinned comment below. Here on the weekly chart, I just wanted to point it out, something really quick before I let you guys go. And that is that here on the weekly chart, we are painting a really, really ugly picture right now. And that comes from this evening star pattern that we are seeing here. And that can be only reversed if this week's price action would at least come back to $27,900 and potentially even go a little bit higher, like let's say to $29,000, and close that weekly candle in that manner. If that is not happening and we close as we are sitting here right now, I would also bet on the higher time frames for further downwards movement and also losing the supporting uptrend line that we are seeing here. And then if we are losing this supporting uptrend, you should get ready for potentially $23,000 or even lower than that. So, but again, that is something that we have a look at on Sunday or Monday. We're gonna have again a look at that where we are sitting here. For now, there's still time where the bulls could reclaim the $29,000 level to turn this pattern around. Guys, that's already for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Please make sure that you smash up the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you then again tomorrow.